We all love you.
Thank you for the press.
Sir, थोड़ा सा बोला था man of few words, sir. You just did it. We'll get the chairs, but before that, sir, just very important question. This one's to the director Saab and of course Prabhas sir. You know, they say there's a saying that painting the town red, you know, but this time you've painted the trains Radhe Shyam, and not just Delhi or Mumbai. It's in the entire country. We have these national trains from up north to down south, colored in the color of Radhe Shyam. Whose idea was it, sir?
I think the producers should answer that. Because they spent too much money on love story, on me,
Right.
and the publicity. So I think Pramod sir, please.
Because there's only one reason, because he's darling Prabhas.
क्या बात है सर. He's just nailed it. He's darling Prabhas. Of course, your fans, sir, जितने भी darlings हैं, let me tell you here, they've been, you know, they are on social media. They've been waiting for this day. They are waiting for 11th March, and it is a short blockbuster. Congratulations.
We have been waiting for this for last 8 months or 1 year.
So we'll take the chairs now, and we'll take the questions from the media. But before that, a quick photo op you want? Yeah, we'll have a quick photo op with this team. Right, so now it's time for the Sawal Jawabs. And where do we start?
Pooja ji, on your left, high.
On your left.
On your left and up high. So, आपने अपना हाथ दिखाया प्रभास जी को, and अगर दिखाया तो उनका क्या रिएक्शन था?
हेलो हेलो चेक आ रहा है साउंड आ रहा है थैंक यू फिल्म में जो होता है कि बाहर लाइक आई डोंट नो फिल्म में
इन जनरल
इन जनरल
कभी
वो
भी आपने अपना
हम
हाथ
एक्ट
दिखाया?
कर रहे हैं ना लाइक ही डजंट नॉट एक्चुअली रीड इट बट बाहर जो पंडित जी जो थे उन्होंने बोला कि मेरा फ्यूचर अच्छा है तो आई एम वेरी हैप्पी अबाउट दैट और फिल्म हिट होगी सो आई एम होपिंग
एंड प्रभास जी, हमने सुना है कि मिस्टर अमिताभ बच्चन नरेटर हैं, तो व्हाट वुड यू say about and what's your
So
feeling?
it was like great. You're talking about the voiceover which he gave? Yeah, it was like everybody loves his voice, and I spoke to him and I sent him a letter, like so like sweetly he gave the voice, and I'm very grateful. So you know, it's a very important dialogue, I think, in the film. It starts with his dialogue and ends with his dialogue. So I'm very grateful. We are all grateful to him for giving his voice.
भूषण जी भूषण जी
जी
मेरा सवाल आपसे है अभी तो सिनेमा के गंगूबाई के बाद अच्छे दिन आ ही गए, लेकिन मुझे अच्छी तरह से याद है कि जब सूर्यवंशी के बाद कुछ बड़ी फिल्में फ्लॉप हुई, तब आपने एक दूसरे प्रोडक्शन हाउस, बड़े प्रोडक्शन हाउस के साथ डिसीजन लिया था कि आप फिल्में और बनाएंगे। तो उस समय जब सब लोग डिमोरलाइज थे, इवन हम लोग भी एज अ जर्नलिस्ट डिमोरलाइज थे, तब आपको ऐसा कॉन्फिडेंस क्यों था कि आगे अच्छे दिन आएंगे?
सी देखिए, अब एंटरटेनमेंट इज़ नॉट ओनली लिमिटेड टू OTT पे लिमिटेड नहीं होती है। लोगों को एंटरटेन होने के लिए आई थिंक थिएटर्स कभी हमारी ज़िंदगी से जा नहीं सकते, और उसी का रीज़न है, और वो एक कॉन्फिडेंस हम में एज टी सीरीज़ और हमारे स्टूडियो में था कि ये थिएटर्स 100% लोग वापस आएंगे और थिएटर्स में एंजॉय करेंगे, बिकॉज थिएटर्स इज़ नॉट ओनली वॉचिंग मूवीज़, इट्स आउटिंग विच आप OTT पे आउटिंग नहीं कर सकते, OTT आप घर पे देखते हैं। तो एक फैमिली का आउटिंग होती है और उसके साथ इंटरटेनमेंट भी होती है, तो आई वी हैड दैट कॉन्फिडेंस फ्रॉम बिगनिंग, एंड दैट्स व्हाई वी हैव नॉट प्लान्ड अप ऑल आवर फिल्म्स इन थिएटिकल रिलीज, जो कि कुछ OTT रिलीज हमने भी की थी, बहुत पूरी इंडस्ट्री भी कर रही थी, बट नाउ आई एम वेरी हैप्पी आफ्टर द रिस्पॉन्स ऑफ गंगूबाई के अब हमारी फिल्म भी नेक्स्ट आ रही है. अभी वी हैव अ झुंड रिलीजिंग डे आफ्टर टुमारो, देन वी हैव राधे श्याम. So I hope people will come to theaters and enjoy the films on a big screen.
हेलो
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 मेरा मेरा नाम आरती सक्सेना है और मेरा सवाल मतलब प्रभास जी से है कि लाइक ज्योतिष विद्या को ना फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में 80% से ज़्यादा लोग मानते हैं, चाहे वो साउथ इंडस्ट्री हो चाहे वो बॉलीवुड हो. तो लेकिन मेरा मानना है कि कर्म सबसे मेन होते हैं, इम्पॉर्टेंट होते हैं. तो आप लोग कितना बिलीव करते हैं इस पे, और अगर ये सच होता है तो आप लोग कितना काम कर सकते हैं इस पे?
Yeah, yeah, I believe in fate, destiny, and all, but I never showed hand to anyone. When Radha told me the story, I thought like, oh, me, palmist. I never showed it to anyone. So, but the way it goes, it's between love and destiny, the fight. So, yeah.
हेलो प्रभास, योर सेंटर राहुल हियर फ्रॉम द फिल्मी चर्चा.
Hi.
हेलो. 3-4 सालों से बहुत सारा फ़र्क देखने को मिला है हमें. पहले ऑडियंस की नज़र में होता था ये टॉलीवुड एक्टर, ये बॉलीवुड एक्टर, ये टॉलीवुड फिल्म, ये बॉलीवुड फिल्म. लेकिन मेकर्स एफर्ट डाल रहे हैं. अब इंडियन सिनेमा और इंडियन एक्टर की मतलब बारी आ रही है, तो मेकर्स एफर्ट डाल रहे हैं. आपकी तरफ से और क्या एफर्ट देखने को मुझे मिलेगा, और आप क्या मतलब उम्मीद करते हैं और क्या बदलाव आएगा इंडियन सिनेमा?
So it's a very good sign that India is becoming one, because the other countries like China, biggest industries like China or Hollywood, they have one language. We have how many? 18, 20 languages. So now we are becoming Indian cinema, and it will take like 5 years where everybody are experimenting in films. So you know, like Telugu songs, Hindi song, Bahubali or RR, or you know, every film we are all trying. To reach Indian audience. It takes another five years, I think, because every day it's an experiment, and we're going to make India's film, only Indian films after 5 years, I think, like as you said, and we're going to be the biggest industry in the future.
Hi Prabhas, Shivani here from Times Now. To your
Hello.
right
Hi.
here.
Hi.
Okay, so my question is to you that now the Hindi audience basically has a perception that you are going to come in Hindi theaters only for action films. So would you want to change that perception? And the second question is to Pooja. That Pooja, you know, we have seen all the romance when it comes to the women in the film. So do you also want to come to the action side of it?
First, should I or?
No, Prabhas, please go
Okay.
ahead.
So yeah, so I like the films which I'm doing, like Adipurush or Nagesh Project K, are like biggest action films. Every 2-3 films I want to try something different. In Telugu also I was an action hero from my first film, but I did Darling and Mr. Perfect, which worked. They were big hits, and I don't want the audience to get bored or fix it like that. I can do only action. There is action in Radhe Shyam, but you know, not dishum dishum, but we have action. Like you can see the visuals and all. So yeah, I don't want the audience to get bored of me, so I want to try something.
You know, I honestly think that Hindi has seen love stories, and we have some iconic love stories with DDLJ and all of that. But I also feel that we, as an audience, sometimes want to see more love stories which aren't happening. Some hoping, which is why Kabir Singh did really well, you know. So I hope that with this film also people enjoy the love aspect of it. And when it comes to the action, I would say just wait for my next announcement. That's all I'm gonna say. But very excited. I definitely want to, do something with action, because I feel that as a young girl, I look up to women who have played major action sequences and done roles like that, where, you know, she's been the badass of the film, you know. And growing up, I've seen that, I've loved it, and I hope that through my choices in my films, I could probably inspire another little Pooja. So I hope that happens very soon, and it will. Just give me a few months for my next announcement.